Alrighty guys, we are going to be broadcasting in a minute, so can I ask you to put your phones on silent for me? I need you to check. Is your phone on silent? Is your phone on silent? I get people that don't watch me and then their phones ring. Okay, that's just revenge when the phone rings. Okay, well, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Welcome all of you watching us live this evening, and those of you who have come through on Puza Thursday night. You're always my favorite audience because you've decided over going home and relaxing to be here with me this evening. And I greatly, greatly appreciate that. And to all of you that have tuned in tonight, it'll be worth your while. Instead of spending money, we're going to make some money this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. You need to know that before we get started this evening, you're not dealing with a middleman, an intermediary, a UMA, and nothing. You are dealing with a full-blown licensed and listed life and short-term insurance company. First founded in 1952, we are 7 decades old. So, there's a lot of these things that we see in the newspaper this week particularly. I don't know if you've seen these things that have arrived somewhere in the last 6 months and are all on their way out. And often people wonder and worry, is this something that's new? I've never heard of DuePoint before and all that. Folks, we're 7 decades old. So this is not new this evening. I want you to have some confidence. We're a fully public company. You can see everything about us online, and I encourage you to go and do that. Now, about half a decade ago, we formed the DuePoint division within Constantia, and we formed it with one objective. We wanted to create an economic solution for South Africans. There are loads of these things, as I say, that blow in and promise the world and then blow out, normally having taken people's money, and we wanted to actually create a real one, a real economic solution. Not one that was going to make you do all the things you didn't want to do, one that would actually put in your hands a tool for wealth creation. We did all the work we could to create a technology-orientated business that would carry us into the 21st century. We wanted all this technology that's floating around out there to be properly leveraged into a tool that South Africans could use to create wealth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, through that process, we created a system we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system, like I said, is not there to make you do the things you don't want to. In the past, we've had to sell things, normally substandard things that have filled up our garage and our fridges and our boots and have embarrassed us in front of our friends, okay? We didn't want that, and it's not what it's going to ask you to do. In addition, people are not wanting to do presentations. Okay, we've had a lot of this before in the past too, where you've got to gather your friends in the lounge when they all thought they were coming over for a braai, and then you do a business opportunity presentation to them. You've been there, I've been there. Okay, we didn't want that either. No, what we wanted to do was create something that would simply ask you to use our technology, and we created a system that asks you to connect individuals to us through our technology. It asks you to tap your phone, and if you can tap your phone, you can connect someone to us. By doing that, you create greater market share for us. Through greater market share, we're able to get to more customers and create greater revenue. That greater revenue puts us in a position to create wealth for you. Now, I keep using the word wealth because we're not a cash business. Cash businesses are all these things that have blown in, a whole bunch of which are blowing out right now. Okay, they're the ones that promise you'll be rich in 3 months. They make outlandish statements that your lives will be changed and that, this is for the rest of your life. No. Folks, those are the ones where you had to sell something to get some cash. You normally had to get somebody to put cash in before you'd get cash. Okay, that is not the system that we have created here. We don't ask you to sell for cash. What we do is we create, through your connections to us through the technology, our ability to sell our financial services products to people, and we do it, not you. They run on debit order systems, which are run automatically every month. This means you're not chasing after people every single month to buy the pots, the pans, the toiletries, the cryptocurrency, whatever it is. You don't have to run after them to buy it over and over again. And some of these things are completely legitimate. I'm not dissing them for what they are, but it is the work of having to chase people. You don't chase people at DuePoint because you can't create wealth, which is a recurring income, when you are selling. Many people don't understand that, don't realize that. They think I've said a lie. No, it's not. You don't create recurring income if you are selling. You are creating momentary income. What we do, because our debit orders run automatically every month, you create off of a single connection a stream of income that comes in every month as the debit orders are raised. That's what proper wealth is. That is what we do. We built the system in South Africa by South Africans. This is not a foreign company. Everybody that was involved in designing the system lives in the circumstances you do. We've all got the same circumstances as you. What's the number one circumstance? It should actually be on the citizenship for South Africa. If you want to become a citizen, this is one of the criteria you have to be in order to be a South African citizen. Come on, you guys know what it is. What's that one thing that we all have? We're all too busy. We don't have time. Am I right? That's what you told the person when they tried to get you here this evening, or when they asked you to watch this video. You said, no. I'm too busy. I don't have time. Congratulations, that makes you a South African citizen. That's what it does, okay? Every single one of us is too busy and doesn't have time. But you know what the other criteria is to be a South African citizen? That all of that time that we're spending, that we're too busy with, is making us systematically poorer. Anyone here getting richer through all the time you're spending at the moment? No. 60, 80, 100, 120 hours a week is what South Africans work. And we, according to the economists, have been getting systematically poorer for 2 decades. So now, if somebody brings you a tool and says, this tool will change that situation, why would you say to them, sorry, I'm too busy? Well, because you're South African and it's part of the qualifying criteria. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we knew that. When we built the tool, we were South Africans that were too busy and didn't have time. And so we built a system that leverages the little bit of time that we have, that leverages the very few people we know, that leverages the fact that most of us are not salespeople. It does the work for us, and it allows us to create wealth 24 hours a day with our system. It is not limited to the time of the day. It is not limited to your location. It is nationwide, 7 days a week. Bill Gates, 24 hours a day. Rob said this happened to him the other night. I'm going to kill Bill when I meet him one day. I'm going to kill him. You know, really and truly. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. He's made it that way on purpose. Not now. Where's the not now? Remind me tomorrow. Pick a time. No, just there. Tomorrow morning I'll sort it out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we built it in South Africa. It gives you leverage, and it allows for you to work on it at any point in time. It also gives you protections. We build in protections. As a wealth engineer with us, that's what you contract to be with us to use this technology. We give you a whole lot of benefits, not only the tool to create wealth, but protection around that wealth. You automatically and for free get our legal access service, which is a lawyer at the end of your phone, 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country for the rest of your life, effectively. As long as you're a wealth engineer with us, you now have a lawyer at the end of your phone, 24 hours a day. You see, there's 3 rules to wealth creation. One is increase your income, the second is decrease your expenditure, and the third is protect what you have. South Africans can't protect what they have. They don't have the money to protect what they have. But as a wealth engineer with us, you automatically get our legal access service. And you have a lawyer at the end of your phone 24 hours a day. That legal access service is absolutely amazing. There's a training video on it you can see on our website. Go to the opportunity and watch the video there. You'll see. They'll come bail you out of jail. If you get caught, and you're in jail on a Friday night, you've got to sit there until Monday morning before you can see a judge. They'll come bail you out. This is the kind of service you get. They will help you with all of your contract reviews. When you're buying a house or getting finance on a car, they'll review the contracts for you. When you need a template contract for a helper or someone that's coming to join you, they'll give you the template. It's at the end of your phone. You get it for just being a wealth engineer, as well as protecting you against any legal cases that you might ever come into or legal help that you get. You can even add your family members to that service for 25 Rand a member, but you get it for free as a wealth engineer. That's what we've built in to the technology that you get with us. You haven't had to do a presentation yet. You haven't had to open your boot and pull a single piece of stock out. And you've automatically got this service for you here at DuePoint. Folks, you get the use of this system at no cost. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you automatically get everything that I've spoken about so far and will speak about in the rest of this presentation. You don't pay for any of our presentations. You don't pay for the technology you'll use. You don't pay for the training that you will get. You won't pay for application forms. You won't pay for any part of the system here at DuePoint. Now, everywhere else you've gone, you've had to pay, haven't you? You've had to pay. There's the starter kit. So we were looking, Donnie, you and I were looking at one today, where you have to, and there's a great term that was coined in the article I was reading the other day. I'm like, I'm going to use that. That's great. Pay to play. That's what they call it. You can't earn until you've paid. You've got to pay this much to earn this much, this much to earn this much, this much to earn this much. Everywhere you've been, that's what they've asked you to do, haven't they? Now, that's not how our system works, because we are trying to create a genuine economic solution for South Africans. So we can't say put 5,000 Rand in and then you can earn. No. Yeah, the system is free for you to use here. In addition, you're not selling. That's a big switch for South Africans to flick. I just had a big training session with a team that's around the country, and a couple of their guys insist, no, we're still selling. Why? Because they're so used to opening their boot and pulling the stock out and selling it to their friends. Here at DuePoint, you're not going to do any selling. You don't do selling. That's our task as DuePoint, the insurance company. Yours is connection. Tap your phone, connect people through our technology to us. We will do the rest of the work. In addition, you're not presenting, and therefore you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not employees, you're not advisors. You're none of those things in this system. You're simply people that use our technology, and it means that it doesn't matter what educational qualification you have, every single South African can be a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. And it means that everybody can now finally build for themselves a real asset. I say finally, because everywhere I go, they keep using the word asset. No, come here and do this and you'll make an asset. You're not making an asset when you're selling. You can't. When you stop selling, there is no income, and therefore there is no asset. Here at DuePoint, you will earn no matter what your circumstances are. If you've built a channel with us, that income is raised on debit orders every single month. If you're lying in hospital or on the beach on holiday, your income still comes in. On Tuesday on Facebook, we put up a lovely video of a guy who's been with us for a couple of years now. And he said, even in the times when he never used the DuePoint tool, he still got paid every single month. That's when he understood the reality and the power of what we have done here and how it has separated us from everything else. Folks, this asset that you will build in your lifetime is fully transferable. When you pass away one day, it will automatically be handed over to your children. The income that you earn during your lifetime will be an income your children earn during theirs. They'll be able to take the asset you've built and make it bigger and then hand it over to your grandchildren one day. This is nothing like you have seen before. What you have started tonight with us is not just a thing that's here for 6 months. It's a thing that you and your family will do for generations. That is how you solve the economic crisis in South Africa. You do not make a tool just for people. You make it for generations. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, we've made it super simple. Everybody's got to be able to do this. And all we ask you to do is tap your phone. You need a smartphone, and you need a bit of data. Not loads of data, just a bit of data. And if you can click your phone, you can connect people to us. And as you connect people to us, they will see these presentations, they will see this introduction, and they will go out and connect more. The technology is free. You can download it free wherever you are, and you can be connecting. And very soon you have what we call a platform of distribution or a channel. We come along as the insurance company, DuePoint, then, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel, and your wealth is born. You haven't sold a thing, you haven't done a presentation, and your wealth is born. We then distribute this wealth to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program, and our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that they are paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. So let's make that simple. You're going to connect some people. Those people are going to pay for their products, and you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month for every product payment. Now people look at the 55 Rand and they go, but that's not enough. This other thing that, that I had to pay to get in, but now they promised me, what did we see today? 187 Rand. Yes, once, because next month you're going to pay the 3,000 Rand to get in again to get your 187 Rand. Here, ladies and gentlemen, you're not paying anything to use the system. Here, these individuals pay, and you did a single connection, and every month thereafter, when that product is paid, you're getting 55 Rand, 55 Rand, 55. You don't run back to that person. You don't beg them to do it. The system automatically does it. You just keep connecting individuals. As you connect more individuals, you're going to get again 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. You have power. You have control. They take multiple products. You get multiples of the 55 Rand. One guy might have 3 products. That's 165 Rand a month that you would get. You have control, again, of your income. In this example, handful of connections, you're earning 1,000 Rand a month. But maybe you want more than 1,000 Rand a month. So connect more people. Put more time in. There's only 2 criteria to building a channel here, because we don't ever cut you off. There's no cut-off. You build and you can earn. As long as you qualify to earn, you can build any income of any time, of any amount. What you have to do at DuePoint is 2 things. You need to connect people, and you need to do it over time. This business is not going to tell you you're going to be rich in 90 days, because I can guarantee you not. You're not going to be rich in anything, even the ones that promise you you're going to be rich in 90 days. Even those ones, you are not going to be rich in. Because in the formula for success and wealth, time is one of the elements. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do, whether it's build a career, start a business, or succeed in anything else. Time is the element required for success. For those of you who are willing to put time in, we can demonstrate to you how powerful this tool is. We've been doing this, as I said to you, for nearly half a decade. We've got real data on this. We know what people have done for the last half decade. Years ago, 2016, do you remember 2016? People were building wealth already at DuePoint. You didn't even know about us. 2017, years ago, people were building wealth. You weren't even aware of us. Okay? This is a tool that's been used by South Africa now for nearly half a decade. And so we know what we can expect to earn. And so we can show you. We use a very simple example. And it's just an example. You can do what you like. You can grow as fast or as slow as you like. But here at DuePoint, we use the example 3 plus 2. For 3 plus 2, we say in your first month, just connect 3 people to us. That's it. Just 3 people. You see, I know you're busy. I know you don't have time because you're South African. But you can find time to connect 3 people to us. You don't have to present or sell. You just have to connect them using our technology. Then in every month thereafter, connect 2 solid paid people. That's it. 2 people every month. But you need to do it every month. You know, we're coming up to Christmas now. December. You still have to connect 2 people in December. All right. And then you know you've got Easter when everyone shuts down for you have to connect 2 people. Okay. Everyone with me? All right. Now, of course, you can connect 10, you can connect 1, you can connect 8. It's just going to adjust the maths. But when we show you this example, you're simply connecting 3 in your first month and 2 every month thereafter. After 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on 2,500 Rand a month with us. 2,500 Rand a month is 30,000 Rand a year. You're not doing anything fancy. You're connecting 2 people a month. If you go, no, that's not enough money, I say to you, well, connect more than 2 people a month. If you look at our reports every month, we send out our reports publicly. Everybody's got them. Our top guys can connect 70 people in a month. 70. We're asking you for 2. What do you think this number happens? What do you think happens to this number? I've gone Chinese tonight. What do you think happens to this number when you connect 70 people in a month? Well, if you go and look at some of our testimonies on our YouTube channel, you'll see exactly what happens to these numbers when you connect 70 people a month. But you haven't got time. Remember, you're busy. You've got important jobs, okay? So you can only do 2. So you're on 2,500 after 6 months. Do another 6 months with it. That's 1 year. That's this time next year. You're coming up on Christmas next year, and that 2 becomes 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month on average. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand. That's 120,000 Rand a year. You've engineered it in 12 months. You can't get fired from it. You can't get retrenched from it. It's not going anywhere like these things that we've been seeing this week. No, it's here. It's here for you. And you've built it using this tool. It didn't happen in 90 days. It took you a year. But you've now got an extra 10 grand a month. What does 10 grand a month do for you guys? What does it do? It changes everything, doesn't it? An extra 10 grand. You still got your jobs. No one's going to quit their job to do DuePoint. But you just get an extra 10 grand somewhere between the 17th and the 20th every single month into your bank. It's good. And you know, it doesn't go on a computer screen. I love those ones. Look at how much money I've got. Okay, put it in your bank account. No, you can't do that. No, this actually goes straight into your bank account. You'll get that SMS from the bank in the middle of every month. That'll be testimony to the legitimacy of what we have done at DuePoint. All right, now do it for another year. Do it for 2 years, and that 10 becomes 27,000 to 30,000 on average. Okay, 30,000 on average, 360,000 Rand a year. You've done it in 2 years. We know, according to the tax man, that less than 1/3 of South Africans will ever achieve that in their whole careers. You've done it in 2 years, and what have you had to do? 2 paid connections a month. That's it. That's all we asked. 2 paid connections a month. How many of you could go for 2 years? Could you do this for 2 years? No? No? There's somebody who's honest here. No, she couldn't do it for 2 years. And I agree. The average South African doesn't do anything for 2 years. Am I right? How many of you at the beginning of 2019 said, this year I'm going to, and stuck it out for the whole year? Okay, you can fill in the blank. I'm going to gym this year. And you did not miss a session the whole year. Am I right? I'm going to learn to play the guitar this year. And you now know how to play the guitar. Any South Africans do that? Yeah, it's poor, isn't it? Huh. The only thing that you did was look after your kid because you have to, and go to work. Am I right? That was the only 2 things that we did as South Africans. Am I right? You know? And then there's people who write articles about only 2% of people succeed. Yes, only 2% of people succeed at anything. Will you be part of the 2% that says, in 2 years' time, I'm going to earn 360,000 Rand a year? Are you going? We've got them already. This is not fun with Excel. This has already been done. It's now asking whether you want to be there. We don't filter anyone out here. I don't stand at the door afterwards and say, you can do it, but you can't, and we'll have you, but we won't have you. We don't do that. You're going to self-select yourself out. You're going to choose, nope, I'm not going to do this. I don't want 30,000 Rand a month when I've been connecting just 2 people a month. You can have 30,000 Rand after a year. We've had people do that. Okay. You just have to do more than 2 people a month, don't you? But if you don't have time and are very important, then 2 people a month will fit into your lifestyle. And after 2 years, you're earning 30K a month. What about after 3? If you were able to connect people to DuePoint for 3 years, as we have got people doing, you can reasonably expect to be on somewhere around 40 to 45,000 Rand a year. Do it for 4 years, and you're up to 720,000 Rand a year. That's 60,000 Rand a month. You didn't have to get a special doctorate, you didn't have to get a promotion, and you didn't have to do special training to get there. No, you just put your head down, and you used our technology not for 4 months, but for 4 years, connecting individuals to us. Do it for half a decade. 5 years from now, it's 2025. And you're earning somewhere, on average, between 80 and 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. 60 months. 60 months. How many people get to R1 million a year in their lifetime of working? 0.5% according to SARS. 35,000 people in South Africa. 35, there's 57 million people. And so only 35,000 earn 80,000 Rand or more a month. You'll be interested to know that the lowest paid MP in Parliament earns 93,000 Rand a month. You'd be interested to know that. But nonetheless, the rest of us mere mortals, only 0.5% will get there. However, you now have a tool that says put 5 years in, and you can get there too. Oh, you see? It's meant to be on silent, but there we go. But that was a good tune. I liked it. We got the blood pumping again. We're good to go. See? All right, good. Folks, is this real? Yes, it is. We have got thousands and thousands of wealth engineers out there already. You are not new. Well, you are new. DuePoint is not new, ladies and gentlemen. And I encourage you to go to a public YouTube channel. Go search DuePoint on YouTube. You'll find our channel. Then scroll down a little bit. Just under Getting Started is Wealth Engineers Tell All. And there are, I went and checked it on Friday, 77 unique testimonies that we have recorded. We put 2 to 3 people a month on our stage. It is a fraction of a percent of the people nationwide using our tool, and just that fraction of a percent has already amounted to 77 unique testimonies that you can watch of people doing all sorts of earnings. Now, just this last week, I think it was last week, we had Peter and Rena up with us, 3.5 years with us, 2 years they did nothing with the tool. Okay? 2 years they did nothing with the tool. It was there, they'd signed up, but they were off living life, busy, South Africans, okay? But then they got cracking, and over a period of about 18 months, they've built for themselves a channel that's now worth about 8,000 Rand a month to them. These are full-time employed people, okay? And they're not spring chickens, you can see. They're not like, they've got a whole lot of responsibilities in life, just like you. They have all the same circumstances as all of you. But in the last 18 months, they've built a channel that now earns for them around about 96,000 Rand a year. 96,000? What would an extra 100,000 Rand do for you next year? How would it change your life if you got an extra 100K next year? Yeah, you see, the other things will promise you 100K in a month or in 3 months. But here, real, sustainable, permanent lifetime income. Then we had Philip Fourie. He's been with us for 9 months. Philip Fourie is important for you to note because those of you who've been looking at this saying, no chance, man, this new thing is going to make me much more money. 9 months he's on a channel that's earning 20,000 Rand a month. Not once off, not when he makes the sales, not when he's active, not when he's not in hospital or on the beach. No, he's got a channel that's worth 20,000 Rand a month. And he's done it in 9 months. 240,000 Rand a year. I said to you it should probably take you about 2 years to get there. He's done it in 9 months. You can do what you like here at DuePoint. It's your tool. It's your tool. You will decide how fast you connect South Africans to us. You will decide that. And you'll also decide if you are leaving the tool behind. Peter and Rena, 2 years, they didn't use the tool. They thought they'd concentrate on the rest of their life. Got them nowhere. Picked up the tool, and in 18 months, 100K a year, richer. All the stories are there for you to see. They're public, and they're available 24 hours a day. Go watch them. And then decide what you're going to do. How much income are you going to earn? How are you going to change your future circumstances? Are you willing to do something more for more than just a year? Can you do 2? Can you do 3? Can you do 5 years with us here and change your lives forever? Folks, the second way we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards training program. We're going to teach you how to do this. Many South Africans have not had the luxury of incredible education. There's very few that have. Here we'll teach you. We're going to teach you how to do this business, how to create sustainable wealth, how to get your personal finances right, how to understand the economy that you're in, so that we equip you to create life-changing circumstances. as you complete the tasks in our training program, we reward you with what's called XP points. XP points are your experience points. They accumulate. As they accumulate and your channels grow, we rank you up in the program. As you rank up, we give you more cash. So you've got your returns. We were just talking about them. Now on top of those, you get cash for ranking up in our training program. At rank 5, we give you a toolkit, a pro toolkit. Everything you need to accelerate the growth of your channel. At rank 7, we give you a 20,000 Rand set of gold-leafed business cards that are imported and custom made for you. These suddenly make what you're doing very serious to your friends. Up until now, they thought you were doing one of those other things. But when you hand over a gold leaf business card to them, now they're interested in seeing what you do. Okay. Rank 9, for those of you who put time and energy into the creation of your channels, when you hit rank 9, as long as you just maintain your channel size every year, you don't have to grow it anymore, just maintain it. As long as you maintain it every year that you do for the rest of your life, we will take you and your family away, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid, for a week. We go in December every year. We go to a different location every year. We have been doing it for years. I had such a laugh. Somebody was trolling one of our groups, WhatsApp groups this week, and I said, it's all a big scheme. They've never paid for anything. They don't pay out. 5 years, and this is what still comes around. And I thought to myself, Sherman, we have spent so much money on these holidays. I need to go and get a refund because we're obviously not real. Folks, we don't have to show you the fake stuff. I don't have to show you like all these other things that fool people, fake pictures from the internet. No, we've been doing this every year. We're going on the 7th of December again, which is 3 weeks away? 3 weeks, we're going on the next one again. And so we can show you what wealth engineers look like that have got here. They've already made wealth for themselves. At rank 9, you can buy your own Mauritius trip. And we take them away. And you'll see their children and their spouses. And you will see the luxury of a life that's worth living, a life that is wealth, not cash, with the DuePoint system. We are looking forward to that trip right now. Boy, and it can be anybody's life. It can be anybody that joins us. We don't, as I say, select anyone. It's just those that are willing to do the work. It doesn't take you 5 minutes to get to rank 9, because that's how you don't create wealth in 5 minutes. The fastest, 5 months. The slowest, 31 months. And everybody else in between. How long will it take you to get there? 6 months? A year? 2 years? I often ask people, would you be willing to work for your employer if he said, if you work for me for 2 years, I'll give you and your family an overseas holiday for the rest of your life? And I've had a couple of people who say, no, I'm not waiting 2 years. I want it now. I've said, that's really interesting, but you're going to work for your employer for how many years? 15, 20, 25, 40 years? For no promises. For no Why would you be unwilling to put 2 years into DuePoint if it meant that you could have this the rest of your life? Why would you be unwilling? See how strangely warped our minds are in South Africa. You'll work for a boss the rest of your life for no promises. But here we say, put 2 years in, put 5 years in, and you go, no, I'm sorry, that's too long. Got to change your minds tonight, don't you? Rank 11, and we will give you your own car. It's not branded. It is not rented to you. It's not financed through us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car, in your name. It's the tool you will use to change your future circumstances. That's 11 of 28 mapped ranks. It's only the first third of what is available in our training program. What do you think comes after cars? What do you think comes after that? Folks, we build all of this wealth off of the back of our products. We've got 5 products you can select from. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products. Your first is a tax-free investment account, and your second is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get R1,000,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover, no waiting periods, no maximum age limits, and no medical examinations or declarations. Everybody can be covered here at DuePoint. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at $299, but you've got a whole lot of options. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, 5 or 10 family members on the plan with you, and you as the principal policy holder get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means when you die, we'll settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt for you as well. Our fourth product is our Legal Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for that you get R250,000 Rands worth of legal expenses insurance. What this means is now, as a wealth engineer, you get the free legal access service, which is a lawyer at the end of your phone. With the Legal Guard product, you now get the lawyer in the room with you for anything and everything, from labor, CCMA cases, civil cases, contractual cases, debt counseling, trauma counseling. Everything you can think of is included in there, and you've got a lawyer in the room for R250,000 Rand per case. It is an incredible product. We think the best in its category in the country. And then the fifth one that we have is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand to be a member. And as a member, you get access to all of our suppliers. Remember, we're a 7-decade-old corporate. We have suppliers coming to us every single day. In fact, I had 2 more come to me today, offering us prices and discounts and packages and VIP services and all sorts that you can get as an individual. For 299 Rand a month, you get access to all of them. And I was reminded this morning of how many people, well, just one of our suppliers is Eagle Ford. They told us today that about 50 WealthPoint members have purchased cars through them and have got discounts. They couldn't get discounts anywhere else in the country. It's like 50. I couldn't believe it was so many that have gone and got purchased cars from one of the suppliers in the WealthPoints Buyers Club. All of our products are best in class in the country from an affordability, benefit and terms and conditions perspective. And you can see a comprehensive review video on every single one of our products on our website, on our app, and on YouTube. So even if you struggle to read, the full policy document is online. You can go and see it. But we've turned it into a video for you. You can go and watch. They range between 6 and 20 minutes depending on the product. But you can understand every single product, every term and condition, every benefit by simply watching one of our comprehensive videos. Tell me if you've ever seen anything like DuePoint. Okay, you stop me at any point. All right. We wrap this entire business in our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is there to get you up and running as fast as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to put 10, 20, or 30 people into every single given calendar month, then in every single calendar month, we boost your earnings by an additional 5, 10, or 15. So we've spoken about returns. That's the main money, the wealth. We've spoken about rewards today. Well, this is on top of both of those. If you can put 10 people in, just 10, in a month and have them paid in the same month and do it again every single month. Every month that you do will give you 5 extra thousand rands. If you can do 20 people, it's 10. If you can do 30, it's 15,000 rand. And it's not money on a screen. It's money directly into your bank account. That means in your first month with us, your very first, still the middle of November, there's time. You can find 10 people by the end of this month. It means by the end of this month, when we pay the returns and rewards on November and around about the middle of December, just before Christmas, you're getting a minimum of 5 grand if you can put 10 people in. See, how would Christmas be if you got an extra 5 grand? Do you think you could find 20 people in the next 14 days? If you could put 20 people in and get them paid by the end of this month, your Christmas bonus this year would include 10,000 rand from DuePoint. Just before we pay, as I say, somewhere between the 17th and the 20th. In fact, I think in December it is the 17th. 10,000 rand. That's certainly going to get you over that Christmas hump, isn't it? And if you can put 30 people in, that's one person a day. Can you connect one person a day? Every month? Then every month we can boost your earnings by 15 grand. This is available every calendar month. Every calendar month. What are you doing with the DuePoint system? Folks, everything you need to know about us is public. Go to the JSC's website, look us up under Conduit Capital. You'll see us listed there. Go to the FSCA's website and find our licenses, life, short-term, and FSP licenses, not one, multiples of them. We have 9 regulators that look after our business. You know, everybody's always, no, it's a scheme. I'm really with 9 regulators looking after us. Okay. And then, if you need to see our financial statements, go to Constantia's website. Go and see the financial statements, the directors, the BEE status. Everything. Everything you need is public here at DuePoint. If you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, it's very simple. You've got to do 4 things for me. First of all, you've got to sign up. You're going to go to our website, DuePoint.net, and you're going to click Join and Apply. Fill out the form. Less than 3 minutes, you're a wealth engineer. Not a single cent having left your bank account tonight. Not a single cent. And tonight, you can start building your wealth with us. Then you're going to need our technology. You can't do this business without our tech. You need to download the app, get your smartphone. We've got free Wi-Fi here. Otherwise, find a hotspot somewhere and put the free app on your phone this evening. Once you've done the free app, you're going to have to do the training. You don't know how to use our technology. This is not classical network marketing. It's a very core element of you talking to people. Okay? What this is a technology business, and you don't know how to use our technology. So you need to do the training. When you've loaded up your app, you're going to click Tools in the bottom right-hand corner, and it's going to load you up in the Getting Started section. And there's about 4 or 5 videos. Watch them tonight. 4 or 5 videos before you go to bed. Done. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you are ready to start connecting people to us. That's the only task you do. No selling, no presenting, just connecting them to us via our technology. Once you've connected 3 people, you start earning. 3 connections. That's lunchtime tomorrow. By lunch tomorrow, you've got your 3 in, and you are earning in the DuePoint system. And then you've got the rest of the weekend to be connecting people to DuePoint. By the time you hit Monday, you are wealthier than you were when you started this presentation tonight. Or you can self-select out, all sorts of other excuses. I don't know people, I'm not a good salesperson, I'm too busy. These companies come and go, even though this one's 7 decades old, it's a pyramid scheme. All of them, you can say all of them and walk away. Or you can actually go, that's all nonsense, which it is. Let me pick up the tool and let me just connect people to DuePoint. And by the end of this weekend, you could be in a very different position than you are right now. Folks, those of you who are coming with us to our Converge conference next year, remember we're running a Facebook competition this week. It closes at 12:15 tomorrow. It said that if you could get your Converge ticket paid by midnight tonight, but I think the ladies will probably let you squeeze it in tomorrow morning, then you'll go into a draw, and whoever's name is drawn out of the pot at our 12:15 presentation tomorrow is going to get a full refund on their ticket to Converge next year. It is the only conference that we charge. All our other conferences are free, but this is the big one. This is the big kahuna burger. It's got all the lights and the fireworks and the dancing ladies and the 3-course meal, 5-star, all the drinks you can drink. That's what it is. It is our award ceremony. It is our annual birthday celebration. It's the big one. If you want to be at our Converge conference, you need to get a ticket soon. We have already sold out from invitations, and we're more than half done on sold tickets. You can only reserve a seat once you've paid. So we're glad to have your invites, but we need you now to pay. Folks, there's less than half the tickets that are left, seats left. You need to get your payments in right now. Consolidation is happening in 3 days' time. That means you get your returns and rewards. Use them to pay for your ticket. But if you want to get potentially a free ticket, make sure it's paid by tomorrow morning, and we'll draw it out at 12:15 for you tomorrow, and maybe you get your ticket fully refunded for next year's conference. Everything that you need is online at DuePoint. YouTube, subscribe, watch us broadcast live across the country as we're doing right now every day. Go to our Facebook page and you will find all our social media content that we produce for you. You don't have to form pages of your own. You use your personal pages and you just tag and copy and share the stuff that we produce on a daily basis for you there. Everything is in podcasts, or just about everything's in podcasts. So if you struggle with data for video, go and listen to it in podcasts. Listen to it in your car on the way to work in the morning. Everything is available to you online. Those of you who want tools to build your business quickly, we have an online store. Go to DuePoint.net, click store, and you can buy what you need. As we come up to December now, you're going to need our USB sticks with our presentations on, because a lot of you are going to run out of money for data. If you've got our USB stick, the whole of December you can have your stick plugged in your TV and you can be connecting people to us without using any data. Plus all the shirts and the caps and the pens and everything else that you need to start conversations are on our online store, and we'll have them delivered to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that we have created something completely and utterly unique in DuePoint. And I can say that 4 or 5 years down, no one is doing what we're doing at DuePoint. What we have created is a proper, genuine, economically viable solution for every South African. It is the one that will transcend this generation, and it is the one that will change the circumstances of South Africans beyond what is happening in our economy right now. All you need to do is pick up the tool and start connecting people to us through our technology. If you have questions and concerns, come and ask me. Those of you who are watching us around the country, talk to the person who connected you or call our client service team, Monday through Friday. You've got a client service team you can pick up the phone to and they'll answer any question that you have. Don't delay. We haven't got time left, not this year, not ever, to be delaying. We have to start now. Time is the ingredient for success. The longer you wait, the longer you're pushing your success out by. So start now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you at 12:15 tomorrow.